I'm just curious, Tanya, do you do mostly just business brokering and that's the bulk of your business?
Yes,
Okay.
that's my focus. That's what I've been doing since 2006. I don't target commercial real estate at all. I don't look for those deals. If the seller happens to own the real estate, then I will deal with it. But otherwise, no, it's my
Okay.
focus is business. Yeah.
Do you have an industry that you focus on, or is it just in general, all businesses?
Well, my preference, I like manufacturing, which is very broad and covers a lot of different categories. And I like professional service firms, which again is very broad. Um, but the reality is because, when you don't want to burn referral sources. So when people are referring businesses to you and business owners to you, even if it's not necessarily in your target market, I tend to just try and talk to them, see if I can help them out one way or another. Like I said, a lot of times the business isn't ready to go, or it's too small, or something else not saleable. But I always try and leave that person in a better place, after our conversation than before. Because again, you don't want to burn referral sources. If you burn your referral sources,
Yeah.
you're gonna cut off that source. So no, but my preference, I really like manufacturing. I've always loved selling manufacturing and professional service firms and property management, law practice, medical practice, dental practice, whatever. Any kind of accounting. Accounting is probably the easiest transaction you'll ever do in your life
Oh,
because the accountants, the seller usually has pretty good books and records
yep.
and the buyer knows how to read the books and records. So it's usually due diligence is usually pretty much of a breeze. It's probably the easiest transaction you'll ever do, selling accounting practices. Yeah.
Is it generally like a 3 to 4 times multiple of their income or
No.
their no different
Accounting is one of those things that typically sells at 1 and 1.25%, or I'm
time
sorry, 1 to 1.25 times gross. One
gross?
of the few businesses that'll sell as a multiple of gross revenue. But
Got it.
there are, depends on the accountant. So if the CPA does expert witness testimony, that's personal to the CPA. That's not something that's going to transfer the buyer. So you have to subtract out that revenue.
Right, right.
So, you have to really look at the sources of revenue and make sure that anything you're giving value to would actually transfer over to the buyer. So, for example, if they have staff that's doing bookkeeping services, the staff will continue to do bookkeeping services, and that transfers to the buyer. But yeah, expert witness stuff has to come out.
Do you have a team or are you running solo?
I have basically there's 4 people that I work with. I mean, I work with people all over the country on individual deals, but as far as I have 2 virtual assistants, and then Karen and I work together.
Ah,
So
interesting.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Just interesting topic on virtual assistants. I just hired my virtual assistant just today or yesterday.
No.
Today's her first day.
Yeah, no,
And
they're very helpful, and get a lot of stuff done. So yeah,
so I'm
because it's
excited.
just like you said, there's not enough, there's a lot of moving parts in business sales, right? So
Yeah,
there's a lot of moving parts and not enough hours in the day to get them all done.
yeah. That's very true. Very true.
And then I also do a lot of work with the California Association of Business Brokers, with IBBA, with M&A Source. So my time is also very fragmented with those organizations.
Sure.
Um, which also is one of the other reasons that the virtual assistants are so necessary and helpful, right? Because again, it just goes back to how many hours there are in a day.
Um,